I was just gonna, talk a little bit about my way, how I got from a random German kid to be a NCAA collegiate record holder. Let's jump right into it. So you have to imagine, like, all the way in the beginning, I was a random kid in Germany. I didn't even know about the NCAA. I didn't even know any of that exists. I heard about a friend going to the US and I was like, that sounds interesting. It is kind of like going to the US was in Germany, like going to the moon. Like, I'm not gonna do it, but like, see what it's about. Yeah, so we started having some contact with some coaches. And honestly, the more I heard about how everything is working, the more I got excited about coming to the US. One thing led to another and I started visiting some schools. And also, one thing you have to think about, being in Germany, you have no clue which schools are good. So what I did was, you have 3 visits and I visited 3 schools, which were Iowa, Minnesota, and Texas. And I did not know if they're even different or what the differences are, or I thought university is university, right? Basically, that's how it goes in Germany. And yeah, so I started visiting schools, and when I landed in Chicago first, because that was my first layover, it was like a movie. I got out the airport, then just everybody speaking English is already kind of cool. I had to take a bus from one terminal to another. The bus driver was a black lady, and she was like calling everybody sweetie and have a good day, cutie, and stuff like that. And I was like, shit, all right, this is nice. And it's just so weird because in Germany everybody's like for themselves, and there everybody's just so loud talking to anybody, and that's why I kind of like that. My first visit in Iowa was great. I got to see American University for the first time. Everything was just so big, so it was Iowa, like the logo was everywhere, which is like crazy for me coming from Germany. Everybody was having on Iowa clothes and stuff, and I was like, this is crazy that everybody's wearing the same thing, but now it's like super normal. Like, everybody just has so much gear. Next up was Minnesota, which was also cool. I had a lot of fun there, but then there was a visit to Texas. They were not lying when they say everything is bigger in Texas. Like, I got out the airport, first thing, I got a heat wave in my face. And I was like, holy, like, how do people even live here? And then, yeah, just visiting campus, meeting all the coaches, the staff, and they told me like what Texas has or other universities don't have. It sounded almost unreal, but yeah, there were a couple of things that were just standing out here in Texas. So first up, I love hot weather. Next up, Austin is a great city. There's always stuff to do. People are always friendly here. You got good food, good music. We have a lot of events going on here. And then the university in general is a very wealthy university because we take like private planes to all kinds of competitions, and we get so much gear. And yeah, after the visit here, it was pretty clear for me that I'm going to come to Texas. So yeah, I committed and took a chance. Fast forward for my first year, I started off in a conference. Everybody's like, oh, who's this kid? This random kid just popping up. That's when I won my Big 12 championship, my very first one. And then right after that, COVID hit, nothing going on. I got sent back to Germany because the dorms closed. And yeah, then I was in Germany the entire summer till end of July. My 2021 season was kind of a learning experience, I would say. And I would say everybody that comes from another continent over here has to like get used to everything at least for one season. So we learned a lot. The next year, 2022, we applied all that, and yeah, I PR'd indoor, I got 3rd, outdoor I got 2nd. At outdoor NCAAs, I hit the qualifying mark for the World Championships 2022, which took place in Oregon. So I had the blessing of being able to represent Team Germany in 2022 already. And yeah, because I applied all these mistakes that I did in 2021 to 2022, it worked. So we did the exact same thing for 2023 and it worked even better. My most successful year so far. Indoors, I got 3rd place. And then outdoors, at Texas Relays, I already hit the qualifying mark for the World Championships in 2023 and the Olympics in 2024, which I'm super excited about just because I had all the pressure of qualifying off my shoulders already. Then the NCAA Outdoor Championships were already around the corner in June 2023, and that's where I had the best competition I've ever had. That's when I had 5 PRs in 1 decathlon. I hit the collegiate record, German record, school record, all kind of records. And that was a really fun competition. And I was able to do it here in Austin, Texas, which was even better in front of a home crowd. So many people cheering and stuff. It was a lot of fun. And then I had the #1 mark in the world. And after that I had the World Championships where I got 5th place, which is pretty good, but I expected a little bit more. But it was also a little learning experience the first time with a lot of pressure going in big championships. So for that, I did pretty good. Yeah, and that kind of made me more hungry for the 2024 season, just because I'm trying to get better and better every season. And if I can build a little bit on the 2023 season, we can do a lot in the 2024 season, especially since I'm one more year in college and it's the Olympic year. That's kind of how I went from a random track athlete to the best college decathlete there's ever been in history, and also the best German athlete that's ever been in history. So yeah, that's my story, kind of.